Sound check. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning there. Anyway, please get your homework. And we're going to answer the homework that I gave you last week. Okay. Okay, so let us have this one. Exchange notebooks, please. I'm going to get this for as well. Sound. Okay. Now let us have this one. Okay, you exchange. Now, let us have this one. Twice a number. Now, if we're going to write this in algebraic expression, what is this? Twice a number is 2x. Now, added is addition plus added to 4. Now, so you will have, now, after twice a number is added to 4, you are then going to divide. Divided to 3. So if we're going to write that, that is 2x plus 4 divided by 3. Again, this division can be written into a fraction bar. Is equal to 8. Now, let us try to solve that. So, we have, oh, wait, where is it? Now, so let us try to solve that into, okay, so let us have this one. So twice a number added to 4 divided by 3 is equal to 8. So if we're going to solve that, so first we need to remove the denominator. And to remove the denominator, we can multiply it to the denominator itself, which is 3. And if you multiply the left side to 3, then you need to multiply the other side to 3 as well. And so you will have here 2x plus 4 is equal to 8 times 3, which is equal to 24. You're going to keep that phone or I'm going to get it? Huh? Okay, next. So we will have, hey, mister, I hope you get your notebook. Where's your notebook? Do you have homework? Then get it. Where's your notebook? Where's yours? Ah, where is your notebook? I need to homework. Okay, anyway, let's continue this one. So we're going to solve for the value of x. So to get the value of x, we need to remove this plus 4. So to remove this plus 4, let's put it onto the other side. So you will have 24 minus 4. And so we will have here 2x is equal to 24 minus 4, which is equal to 20. And since we're solving for x, divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. And so x is equal to 20 divided by 2, which is equal to 10. Answer is 10. Okay, one check if you get this one. Now let's have this second question. Now, it says here that Sai bought a pen that cost 23 baht, notebook that cost 47 baht, and a marker that cost 32 baht. What is the total cost of the things he bought? Now, the word here is total. Now, if it's total, what operation? Okay, addition. So, plus. So, you will have 23 plus 47 plus 32, which is equal to x. Since we don't know the total, that would be your x. And what is 23 plus 47 plus 32? The answer is 102. Now, since the question is how much, 102 baht. Do not forget to put the word baht because we're dealing with how much. Okay? You need to always put the unit. Next. Negative 3/4. So negative. Negative. Now, what is 3/4? That is 3/4. Very good. Now, negative 3/4 of a number is negative 3/4 x. Because remember, the word of means multiplication. And if number is letter x, so that is negative 3/4 times x, which is negative 3/4 x. Minus is penalay. Log. Okay. 16 is 16. Sipho. S. What is? Tau cup. Okay. 16 is equal to 8. And so, now let us solve this, the value of this equation. So we will have negative 3/4x minus 16 is equal to 8. Okay, let us have this one. Negative 3/4x minus 16 is equal to 8. So we will have here, to solve for the value of x, we need first to remove the number beside x, which is negative 16. And let's put it onto the other side of the equation. So we will have negative 3/4 x is equal to 8 plus 16. And so we will have negative 3/4 x is equal to 8 plus 16 is 24. Now, as I've told you before, if there is a denominator, let us first remove the denominator. So, since there is a denominator 4, then let's multiply the equation to 4. And if you multiply the left side, you need to also multiply the right side of the equation. So, we can now remove the denominator 4. And so, we will have negative 3 times x is negative 3x, which is equal to 24 times 4, that is equal to 96. And since we're solving for the value of x, let's divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is equal to negative 3. And so, x is equal to 96 divided by negative 3, which is equal to negative 32. And this will be your answer. One check for this. Okay, next. Now, let us have this number 4. Taxi charges are 25 baht. So, we will have 25. Now, the word is plus. Since this is plus, you're going to add. Now, we have 5 baht for every kilometer. If your kilometer is letter K, I told you last time, right? Last week. If kilometer is letter K, so 5 baht for every kilometer. The word for means multiplication. So that is 5 times K, which is 5K. Now, if Ran's taxi fare is 125, then how many kilometers did he travel? That's why you will have the equation 25 plus 5K is equal to 125. And let us try to solve that. 25 plus 5K is equal to 125. Now, okay, let's have this equation. 25 plus 5K is equal to 125. Since we are, the problem is asking for the value of K, which is the kilometers, then you will have 25, put it onto the other side. 5K is equal to 125 minus 25. And so 5K is equal to 100. And to solve for the value of K, divide both sides by 5. And so K is equal to 100 divided by 5, which is 20. And since the question is how many kilometers, the answer is 20 kilometers. One check for this. Okay, I'm going to get the score. Okay, number 1 score. 2. Number 2. 3. Huh? Score. I'll check the notebooks later. Number 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Hey, keep your phone. Number 9. 10. 11. 12. Huh? Very good. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 22. 23. 24. Very good. 24. 25. 26. Absent? No homework. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 40. 41. 42. You know what? I saw a lot of you who doesn't have homework and you're getting score. No. Okay, anyway, so that's it for word problems involving linear equation. So we're done with this. I hope that you understood it. So we are going to have another topic for today, which is all about ratio. Okay? So this is the topic. This is already chapter 2. So we're finished with chapter 1, which is about linear equation. So for today, we're going to deal with the ratio of a number. Now, what is a ratio? When we talk about a ratio, it is a comparison of two numbers. Okay? Comparison of two numbers. Meaning, you are comparing two numbers like A and B. And there are three ways to write a ratio. Okay, again, there are three ways to write a ratio. It's A to B, using the word to. Listen here. Or we also have this one, the colon form. This is also 2. You can read it as 2, A to B. Or you can use the fraction form. Okay? These are the three ways to write a ratio. It's up to you on whichever you want to use. But normally, we use this form for ratio or the fraction form. We don't use actually this one. But this is how you're going to read this one. This is A is to B or A to B. Okay? You can use anyways. Next. You're not copying, aren't you? Anyway, what you need to remember. Now, remember, what you need to remember is that ratios are expressed in simplest form. So later, we're going to explain, I am going to explain what simplest form means. Okay? Next. Now, how to use a ratio. Now, let us have this one. The ratio of boys and girls in the class is 12 to 11. Okay? Again, the ratio of boys and girls in the class is 12 to 11. If we're going to write that in a ratio form, again, the ratio of boys to girls, it says there. If you're going to write that in ratio, we are comparing boys and girls, right? And remember, this ratio is written in the form of colon or fraction form. Or again, you can use boys to girls. We're dealing with ratio. Now, it says there that the ratio is 12 to 11. Okay? So, if the ratio is 12 to 11, then we will have 12 to 11. Okay? This is how you're going to get a ratio of a number. Now, what does this mean? Since we are comparing numbers, for every 12 boys, there are 11 girls. Okay? Meaning, if there are 24 boys in the class, how many girls do we have? Miss, if there are 24 boys in the class, how many girls do we have? The answer is? Huh? No, I'm asking her. Yap, wing cup. What's the answer? The answer is 22. Why 22? Remember, the ratio of boys and girls is 12 to 11. Meaning that for every 12 boys, there are 11 girls. And since there are 24 boys, so meaning this is 12 plus 12, there are 2 sets of 12 here. And for every 12 boys, there are 11 girls, meaning there are also 2 sets of girls. That's why we will have here 12, 24 is to 22. And still, if you simplify this, the answer will be 12 to 11. This is what a ratio is, comparing two numbers. Let's have another example. Another number. If I have here 55 girls, how many boys do we have? Since again, the ratio is 12 to 11. If there are 55 girls, then how many boys do we have? 60. Very good. Because you will have 5 sets of 11 girls, then you will also have 5 sets of 12 boys. So it's like this. 55 divided by 11 is 5 times 12. So you will have 60. Okay? Again, 55 divide 11 times 12 is equal to 60. Now, what if I have here 120 boys? How many girls do we have? 110. So it's just 120 divided by 12 is 10 times 11, 110. But still, remember, if you try to simplify this, 120 over 11, if you get the simplest form, still the answer is 12 to 11. Shall I make up? So this is what a ratio is. However, you simplify the given ratio, you will still get the same base ratio. Okay? How should I make up? Okay. Now let us have the next example. Okay, so again, that means for every 12 boys, you can find 11 girls, okay? Anyway, let us have this one. The ratio of length and width of this rectangle is 4 to 1. Okay, so we have this kind of rectangle, 4 to 1. So again, the length and the width is 4 to 1. We're dealing with this one. If we're going to write that, that is length to width, which is equal to 4 to 1. Meaning for every 4, let's say inches, there is 1 inch of the width. Now, what if I have 4 inches of the width? What would be the length? The length would be, the length would be 16. Very good. Okay, so 4 divided by 1 is 4 times 4. You'll have 16. Now, what if I have here 54 as the length? What would be the width? The width will be, oh, sorry, it shouldn't be 54. Okay, tap. Let us say 50. Wait, where am I? 52. What if the length is 52? What would be the width? 13. Very good. So again, it's just like this one. Remember, if you simplify the number, it's still 4 is to 1, since we're dealing with. Now, why 13? 52 divided by 4 is 13 times 1, 13. Okay? So the ratio is like this. So however you put the numbers, you will get the same ratio, equal numbers. Okay? Understand? Okay. So anyway, so again, ratio can be written in the form of fraction or the column form. Now, it says here the ratio. Now, let's go. We're going to simplify, okay? Simplify means getting the lowest term. If you have the ratio of cats to dogs, which is 12 to 6, what is the simplest form of the ratio you will have? Not 2. We're dealing with the ratio. That is 2 over 1 or 2 is to 1. Remember, it's not just 2, it's not 12 divided by 6. We're dealing with ratio, so there should be two numbers. Because if we write this number, it will be 2 is to 1. We're dealing with ratio, so the denominator 1 should be there. How siya may kap? We're not dividing the number, we are simplifying the ratio of a given number. Okay? So that's why you will have here 2 is to 1 or 2 over 1, because again, this is a ratio. You need to get the value of a number of the numerator and the denominator. Okay? So, if you say 2, okay. Okay, if you answer this one 2, may die, okay? If you answer 2, may die kap. Repeat. It should be 2 over 1 since we are simplifying the ratio. This is 2 is to 1 if you rewrite it in column form. Okay, now let's try to simplify some ratio. Miss, what is 8 to 24? Yes, you. With the pink something on the table. Yeah, you're the one with sit down. Stand up. What is 8 is to 24? How do you simplify it? Simplify the ratio. We have 8 to 24. Okay, let's have this one. Okay, 8 to 24. Simplify the ratio. What would be the answer? Simplify. What is this? The answer is... Okay, mister. Hey, stand up. Yeah. What's the answer? My chai and it's over. Okay, sit down. Sit down. So that is 1 over 3. Now, why is the answer 1 over 3? Because remember, this is divisible by 8. Okay, 8 divided 8 is 1. 24 divided 8 is 3. So the ratio is 1 over 3. Or, remember, if you cannot simplify it in one simplification, you can simplify it many times. Again, this is 8, this is 4. So this is divisible by 2. Hands on die. So we will have 4 over 12. But since this is 4 and 2, you can still divide it by 2. And so you will have 2 over 6. But 2 over 6 can still be simplified. You will have 1 over 3. The reason why we call it the simplest form, there are still other form, but still, if you get the simplest, the lowest number, you can divide it. The answer will be that one, 1 over 3. Okay? Understand? That's why the answer that we have here is 1 over 3. How about 40 over 200? What is the simplest form? Huh? 1 over 5. Very good. Okay? Now, what you need to remember if you have 40 over 200? Okay, there is 0 here, there is 0, then you can just simplify 1, 1. So you will have 4 over 20. And 4 over 20 is divisible by 4. Hansi dai. That's why you will have 1 over 5. Okay. How about 12 over 50? What is the simplest form? 6 over 25. How about 27 over 18? Yes? Okay, that is 3 over 2. And 27 over 9? 3 over 1. Remember, you should put 1 because we are dealing with ratio. Okay? No question? Understand? Okay, now let us have this one. A person's arm is 80 centimeters. Okay? And he is 2 meters tall. Find the ratio of the length of his arm to his total height. So remember, we are trying to compare the arm and the height. Okay? So this is person's arm is to the tall. So we are dealing with the length of his arm to his total height. So you will have 80 centimeters. Okay, the ratio of the length of his arm to 2 meters. Showing up because it's total height. Now, as you can see, this is centimeters. Logo, this is meters. We cannot simplify it if they don't have the same unit. So how many meters in 1 centimeter? 1 meter, how many centimeters? 100 centimeters. And since you have this equivalence, you just need to simplify it over there. Okay? So if this is centimeter, we need to make this centimeter as well. So you will have here 80 centimeters is to 2 times 100 centimeters. Since 1 meter is 100 centimeter, that's why we just make it like that. How should I make up? Understand? So again, and now they have the same unit. So it will be, okay, 80 centimeters to 200 centimeters. And now, since we're dealing with the ratio, we don't need the units, okay? Remember, we're dealing with ratio, and since they are both centimeter, you're just going to remove it. Since they are the same already, okay? Now, what is the simplest form of 80 over 200? 2 over 5, meaning that the ratio is 2 is to 5, okay? You can answer it in a fraction form, or you can answer it on this form. 2 is to 5. So meaning that the ratio of the length of his arm to his total height is this one, or this one, gadaya, okay? This is how you're going to do it. How should I make up? Now what I want you to do is to copy this first, because later on we're going to answer some problems regarding it. Can you please copy it? Or maybe take a photo. Just take a photo of it. We don't have all the day to copy it. Just copy it on your notebook when you got home. Okay? Now let us have this one. Finish, right? Let us have this one. If we have here, let us try to find the ratio of these numbers. Okay? Let's simplify the ratio. We have 3 centimeters to 12 meters. Again, how many centimeter in 1 meter? 100, right? So you will have here 3 centimeter. This will become 12 times 100 centimeters, okay? Because 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So 12 times 100 is 1,200, okay? Now, again, if we're dealing with ratio, if they have the same units, you're just going to remove it, okay? And what would be the answer? 3 over 1,200. If we simplify, what is the answer? Tapalay kap? Yes? 1 over 400. Handsome ได้ใช่ไหมครับ Okay. Anyway, remember this is 3 divided by 1,000. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1,200 divided by 3 is 400. Next, 2 kilograms over 15 grams. How many kilogram in 1 gram? How many grams in 1 kilogram? 1 kg. How many g? Kg แปลว่า kilogram. G is gram. How many? 1,000. So, if 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, then you will have this kilogram will be grams. So that would be 2 times 1,000 grams over 15 grams. Okay, and so you will have 2,000 grams over 15 grams. If we simplify, what would be the ratio? Papalay kap. Simplify, because again, ratio should always be in its simplest form. So what would be the answer? What's the answer? This is 0, this is 5. Han-ha,ได้ใช่ไหมครับ What's the answer? Yes. What's the answer? Mister, the one wearing black jacket. What's the answer? Stand up. What's the answer? Simplify the ratio. 2,000 grams is to 15 grams. What's the answer? Okay, very good. That is 400 over 3. Easy, right? Okay, let us have this one. 7 feet to 5 feet to 70 inches. What would be the answer? Feet to inches. Feet or foot to inches. แปลว่า foot F-O-O-T แปลว่า 1. If you put feet F-E-E-T 2 above, okay? ใช่ feet and foot แปลว่า 1 foot แปลว่า 2 feet 3 feet, okay? แปลว่าอันนี้ same. But still, if it's 1 only, you're going to use OO. If it's 2 and above, use EE. Okay? But still, that is foot to inches. Okay. How many foot or 1 feet? 1 foot is equal to how many inches? 12. ใช่ไหมครับ? So what would be the ratio? The answer will be, again, 1, I put it here, right? Ani, 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Okay? So if you have that, what would be the answer? The answer is So you will have 60 inches over 70 inches. Because again, this will become, oh, not this one. Yeah. 12 inches. Siya may kap? So 5 times 12 is equal to 60 inches. And so if you have 60 inches to 70 inches, what will be the answer if you simplify? 6 over 7. Easy. Right? Last one. We have 2 grams over 8 grams. What's the answer? 1 over 4. Since they are same grams, okay? Same layout. Therefore, you will have 1 over 4. Easy. Okay, since you understand, now that you understand, copy and answer. Is milligram. Ani milligram logo gram. Do it now. Again, ml แปลว่า milliliters. Logo L, liters. Liter, logo milliliter. Liter pen L. Milliliter ml. Okay, anyway, since it's already time, Pawani, gaban again. Okay, anyway, it's homework. Stand up. Stand up. Goodbye, everyone.